MORTIIS was growing quite fast. I was getting interviewed by bigger magazines. It was just all the signs were there that this has the potential to be a little bigger.
ARCANA was going quite well at the time, but I was sort of thinking a little bit about putting some financial effort into the album. I had grandiose ideas about having an orchestra playing some parts, but that wasn't possible. That's impossible if you don't have a budget.
I was really getting into like, well, let's do more marketing and promotion. That was the thing that Holbeat never did a lot of. You know, records kind of sold themselves.
Holbeat was growing incredibly, going from a small label to a quite actually big label in a small amount of time. It was a lot of work for Roger.
I told him, like, I think I have to move on, Roger, you know, and so he wrote me back and said, like, he was disappointed. So we did fall out of touch for a long time.
When did I leave? 2004? I don't know. At the time it was not good, of course. So we had a few years when we were not on speaking basis.
For as long as the sums and the royalties and everything were small, it was easy. But when the sums and the success started getting bigger, it started getting more complicated.
I was kind of late to the party in every regard. And yeah, I mean, sort of when I joined, I realized that most of the bands that I knew had already left.
Why did it come to an end? Finances is, of course, it was one of the things, because I was feeling that I was being cheated on earnings that I was supposed to have.
I wasn't playing live. My name was completely unknown, and still we sold thousands of copies like right away because people were just trusting the name of the label.
I think that when all of us together, all these, I don't know, 20, 25 acts, when all of us like, I want my money. And then when he started counting about how much money this and that band should have, it didn't add up.
What to say? Let's say I just had the same reasons to leave the label as all the people I know that left the label. Yeah, I just had to move on, really.
So losing Ordo was losing a big part of his income, especially at that time, because at that time all the other bands had left. The only bands that remained was Raison and Ordo. MORTIIS was gone, Rome was gone, ARCANA was gone.
Life's too short to hold grudges, right? I know he was pissed off when I left because, you know, Rome was selling quite well. I have no paperwork to prove it, but I could see that we were growing and that somebody was making money.
Feed the fire. Fund the film at soulinflames.com.